start standing, okay, towards the back edge of your mat. Have a soft bend in your knees. Okay, just check down, look at your feet. You want your toes pointing directly forward. And then lift the toes, spread the toes, and then try to just set them back down. Without gripping the mat, just let them root down, right underneath the balls of the feet. And then press both heels down evenly. Okay, think of the knees pointing directly forward, and then there's softness in the back of the knees. Okay, hips are squared forward. Think of a neutral position, right? Make sure you're not poking the butt out or tucking the tail under. Crown of the head is stacked over the tailbone, right? Just let the belly, low belly be soft. Soften the ribs. Try not to have any gripping of the ribs. And then turn your palms to face forward and just roll your shoulders down your back. Right? And then imagine there's a string sort of pulling the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. And then imagine pressing the back of your head behind you. Right? Nice and tall. Big inhale. And an exhale. Okay, now nod your chin towards your chest. And then start to peel yourself down. Keeping a soft bend in your knees. Equal weight balls of the feet to the heels. Roll all the way down. Take an inhale at the bottom. And then exhale, restack. Rolling yourself back up. Crown of the head comes up last. Stand tall, take an inhale. Do that again, exhale. Right, it's like you're diving over a big beach ball here. So let the arms dangle, shoulders relaxed, knees soft, roll down. Inhale, exhale up. Okay, now just take your hands to the top of your shoulders. Keep a bend in your knees. And side bend over to the right. Think of your right elbow going towards the floor, left elbow going towards the ceiling. Okay, open up the left side of your body, left waist. Take an inhale here. And exhale. Come up through center, down to the left. Inhale. And exhale. One more each side. Expansive inhale. Finish on the left. Okay, come back to center. Now just twist to the right. Keep your hips going forward, so don't take your left hip with you as you go to the right. Come to center, go to the left. Inhale through the center. Keep length through the sides of the waist as you exhale. Like to keep a little bend in the knees, soften the toes. One more time to the right. Center, to the left. Center. Okay, hold here. Think of almost a little tuck of your tailbone. I want you to lift just from about the sternum up. So a little extension here. Your gaze can go towards the ceiling. And then come back to your neutral. Okay, do that again. Just a little lift from the bottom of the bra line up. Think of your bra line shining towards the wall in front of you. And then come back down one more time. Inhale. Keep length through the back of the neck. And exhale. Okay, pull the shoulders, let the arms go, and come to lie down. Okay, block. You can come in between the inner thighs. You can use a ball, a book. Okay, feet flat, shoulders softened down. Press that outer edge of your hands down into the mat. Okay, reach the crown of your head back behind you. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, just tuck your tailbone. So flatten the low back gently towards the floor. Okay, think of the front of your ribs going down towards your pubic bone. And then just a gentle squeeze of the block, right, without clenching the glutes. So let the glutes be soft. And then as you inhale, unroll the tailbone, come to a neutral position, relax the inner thighs. Do that again. Inhale. As you exhale, gentle tuck. Engage the inner thighs, soften the glutes. Stay tall, and then come back to center. Inhale. One more time. Exhale. Tailbone tucks, inner thighs engage, crown of the head reaches back. Now hold this position, take another inhale. As you exhale, start to peel your spine up, bone by bone, mid-back, upper back, and then balance right on the shoulder blades at the top, okay? Reach your knees all the way out over your toes. Almost think of spiraling your inner thighs down towards the floor. Hug the outer hips in towards one another. Soften underneath the bra line, soften the low belly, chin away from the chest. Take an inhale and exhale down. Underneath the sternum, ribs, mid-back, low back, tailbone hits, and then unravel into neutral. Inhale. Exhale up. Bone by bone you lift. Segment by segment. Hold, inhale. Press the top of the back of the head down. Exhale. Articulate down. One more, inhale. Abdominals wrap around the spine. Hamstrings, glutes engage. Quads lengthen. Knees reach. Shoulders soften. And then come down. Okay, we're going to do one more, and I want you to just hold at the top. Exhale, use your breath to lift. All right, now press both feet down evenly. Now I just want you to let your right hip drop down towards the floor. Keep it even squeeze on the block, and then exhale, lift your hips back up so they're back in the same plane. Okay, now go to the left. Left hip dips, right hip sort of goes over to the left. And then you come back up to the right. Keep reaching that left knee straight out as you drop the right hip. Exhale, lift. Okay, go slow. Drop the left hip, reach out through the right knee, squeeze the block, and then lift to level. Right, lift, left, lift, right, lift, left, lift and hold. Okay, now come down about halfway. Roll down about halfway so your mid-back is about onto the mat. The low back is lifted. And then lift your hips up, hold. Roll down halfway, inhale. Exhale, lift and hold. Roll down, so you're articulating down, and then it's more of a hinge up. Roll down. Exhale, lift. Stamp the feet into the mat. Roll down. Exhale, lift. Down. Two more. Lift. Down. Lift and hold. Okay, now let's reach your arms overhead. Let them hover over the floor. Reach your knees out over your toes. Soften the ribs. Take your inhale. And as slow as you can, come down, bone by bone. Okay, take the block into your hands, the book, the ball. Okay, just reach straight up towards the ceiling. Soft bend in your elbows. I want you to walk your feet out to almost like a wide second position. Heels turn in, toes turn out. Squeeze the block with the outer edges of your hands. Feel the back of your arms turn on. Okay, and then think of the mid-back just being pinned to the mat for a second. Right, take a big full inhale and expand the mid-back into the mat. And then exhale, get light. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Keep this engagement in the arms. Next time you exhale, just lift your hips up to a bridge. And then just lower the hips to a hover. Mid-back anchors. Take an inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Imagine you're pressing your knees out towards your pinky edge of your feet. Okay. Find that resistance within your side seat, the outer hips. As you lift your hips, almost think of reaching your tailbone through your inner thigh. So you're working in a slight tuck. Okay, you don't want to like sag in the low back. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Okay, now lift and hold. From here, you're just going to reach your arms back overhead, and then exhale, bring the block right back over the chest. Soft bend in the elbows, reach out through your knees, reach your arms overhead, inhale. Exhale up, squeeze the block with the pinky edge of your hands, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Almost think of your pubic bone rolling back towards your chest. Inhale. Exhale. 4 more. Reach. Come up. 3. Reach. Come up. 2. Reach. Come back. 1 more. Reach. Hold. And then roll down. Great. Set the block off to the side. Straighten your legs up towards the ceiling. Okay. Now just pull your knees in towards your chest. Take your hands behind your head. And I want you to keep your knees pulling in. So not tabletop, but just let the hips, the legs be soft. Hands behind your head, elbows wide. See your elbows. Inhale. Exhale. And then lift your chest. Okay. Think of getting the low belly flat, right? So that broadness along the space between the hip bones, and then lower down. Inhale. Exhale. Lift. Inhale. Exhale, lift and hold. Come to tabletop. And then come to a Pilates V. So have heels together, toes apart, knees just like an inch wider than your hips. Now as you inhale, straighten your legs out at a diagonal. Pull the inner thighs together. And then exhale, bend your knees. Pull them as close as you can in towards your chest without lifting your hips off the mat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So you extend your legs out and you hold, you squeeze the inner thighs, and then you bend. Okay, keep it controlled. Inhale. Exhale. In. Exhale. Reach. And bend. Do 3 more. Reach. Make sure you're not arching the low back off the mat. Sacrum stays flat. 1 more. Reach. Bend the knees in. Set the head down. Hug the knees in. Okay, same thing. Hands behind your head. Inhale. Exhale. Lift the chest. Okay, now tabletop with the legs all the way together. Shins together. Ankles together. Same thing. Inhale, reach. Exhale, in. Inhale. Exhale. 5. 4. Pull the knees in as you soften the belly away from the thighs. 3. 2. 1 more. Rest, knees pull in. All right, 1 more. Lift up, hands behind your head. Now come to true tabletop. Have about a fist width distance between your knees and flex your feet. Inhale, extend, lead with the heels. Exhale, bend. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Try to keep the space between the feet, the shins, and the knees the same. Try to peel the shoulder blades off the mat. 4. 3. 2. 1 more. Knees in. Rest. Take your feet down. Take your arms out to a T. Walk the feet, the legs together. And just let the knees go to the right. And then look to the left. And hold. Think of reaching all the way out through your left knee. Try to get it right over your right. And then feel this length through your left side body. And then reach your up through center. Okay, go to the left, twist. Reach out through your top knee, reach out through both fingertips. Look to the right. As you inhale, fill that space underneath your right armpit. And then exhale, come to center. Okay, we'll do that one more time. You can either keep the feet down or lift your legs to tabletop. Your knees probably won't go all the way to the floor. Okay, you want to keep both shoulders onto the mat. So twist to the right. Think of the highest part of your inner thighs coming together and that left knee directly over the right. And then come back to center. Okay, go to the left. All right, so start your exhale and then lift your knees over your hips. Okay, now take your hands behind your thighs and you're just going to slowly start to rock yourself up. All right, almost think of massaging the spine here. Do one more. And then just come all the way up. Okay, set your feet down, straighten your legs, about mat width distance. Okay, let's field goal post the arms. Wrist over elbows, elbows in line with shoulders. Flex your feet. Let's have a little bend in your knees and think of sort of digging your heels back towards you. Okay? Take an inhale, string pulling you up towards the ceiling. Twist to the right. You're going to do a pulse, pulse, come through center. Inhale. Exhale, pulse, pulse, center. Okay, so just a little prep for Saul. I want you to really focus on twisting from the ribs. So try not to use the arms to twist. Just use the mid-spine. Exhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale, inhale. One more time to the left. Now come to center. Reach your arms all the way out and then just lower them down. Okay? Think of sort of inching your fingertips away from you as far as you can until they start to lift up off the floor. And now come back to shoulder height with the arms. Okay, now twist to the right. Okay, now nod your chin towards your chest. You're going to forward fold, reach outside your left foot, pulse right foot, and then come up through center. Okay, so you twist, pulse, pulse, come through center. Pulse, pulse, center. 4, exhale, exhale, inhale. 3, inhale, exhale, exhale, inhale. 2, pulse, pulse, lift, twist, pulse, pulse, lift, twist. Last one. Down, down, up, twist, down, down, up. Come to center, lower your arms. Now bend your knees, have your feet flat. Okay, root through the balls of the feet, heels. Take your hands behind your head and just sit as tall as you can. Almost try to lift your head up off the spine. Look at that, see the elbows. Now I just want you to hinge back a few inches, right? You're keeping the low back neutral, spine neutral. It's just a hinge, and then exhale, come back up, upright. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, hinge, exhale, lift. All right, think of pressing your head back into your hands and your hands into your head. Okay, so it's pretty small. Be mindful of the ribs. Try not to let the toes lift as you hinge back. Do 3 more. 2. Last one. Hold here. Okay, now from here I want you to think of lifting your chest, opening up the front of your chest. The collarbones broaden. And then I want you to round through the spine, pull your elbows together, roll back a few inches. Elbows touch together, and then open the elbows, lift up, open your chest. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Think of your ribs sort of shining towards your knees. In an exhale, pull your ribs back underneath you. Inhale. Exhale. One more. And exhale. start on your right side. You can either be all the way down, right? Sort of let your head support your hand, or you can be up on your forearm, okay? Let's do just some sideline legs. I want your heels directly underneath your sit bones, and your knees are almost at a diagonal towards the front edge of your mat, right? Now you're just gonna lift your left knee up towards the ceiling, keep the heels connected, and then close back down. Right, you can exhale to lift, inhale down. Think of pressing your right forearm down into the mat so you're not just hanging out in that right shoulder, okay? You're lifting. Right, you wanna feel that left seat. You can take your left hand to the left glute, right? You can keep it on the left hip, or you can either stack it down in front of you, almost like a kickstand. 4. Think of keeping length through that right waist. Neck in line with spine. 2. Okay, now lift and hold, and just do 8 little small lifts at the top. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close. Now come to more of a tabletop position and reach your right leg straight out. Have a little flex of the foot. Make sure you're parallel. You're gonna brush your leg forward, point your toes, and then kick back. 1, 2, flex, brush forward, point, pull back, back, flex, forward, forward, point, back, back, flex, flex, point, point. 3, exhale, exhale. 2, exhale, exhale. 1, exhale, exhale. Hold your left leg back. Take your left hand behind your head and just do little lifts of that left leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, keep that right forearm down. You're gonna have your right foot crossed in front of your left for just side plank. So stagger your feet, go ahead, lift up, okay? Reach the left arm up, try to get the hips squared in front of you. Shoulders squared, broad across the back, neck in line with spine. Right, and just hold. So take an inhale, and then exhale. Inhale. Okay, let's exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time, inhale. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, let's come to a quick mermaid. So that right shin parallel to the front edge of your mat, heel glues to the left thigh. Okay, and just side stretch over to the right. You can take your left hand to the floor, you can wrap it around the front of your waist. Okay, come back up, reach both arms out to the side, and then do the same thing. Let's place the left hand down, reach the right arm over. Think of getting both hips connected to the mat. Come back up. One more time. And then come all the way up. Okay, so we'll switch onto the left forearm. Knees are bent, heels underneath your seat. Press the forearm down, roll the left shoulder down. Okay, right hand can be to your hip, to the glute. You'll lift the right knee up, lower it down. Heels stay connected. Okay, I want you to make sure that right front of your thigh, like if you had a pocket, that front hip pocket is soft and relaxed. Okay, so you want this to be focused on the glutes, on the back of the thigh, rather than the quad, the TFL, the IT band. Okay, so really think of just letting the glute engage to lift that knee up. Okay, think wrapping the abdominals around the spine, string out through the crown of the head. Almost think of scrubbing your left elbow towards your left hip to try to get that left side body to turn on. 3, 2, lift and hold. 8 little lifts at the top. 8, 7, tabletop position. Okay, reach your right leg out. Little flex of the foot, your heels directly underneath your hip, and then let the waist be long. Okay, you're gonna flex, brush forward, forward, point, pull back. Really lengthen all the way back behind you without arching the low back. So everything from pubic bone up stays still. You're gonna flex, flex, point, point. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. In, X, X. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it back. Reach your right arm out in front of you. Okay, think bicep by your ear. Do 8 little lifts of your right leg. Keep pressing the floor away with that left arm. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay, side planks. You can sort of move out that left shoulder for a second if you need. You can stagger the feet. Okay, lift up, right arm straight up. Try to get the hips squared. Mid back is broad. Lift the chin away from the chest. Inhale. As you exhale, think of the ribs coming together. Inhale. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Come right into your mermaid. Left shin parallel. Right heel hugs back towards the right glute. Right hand to the floor, and then go up and over. Just hold here for a second. You can sort of press the mat away with your right hand. Find more length through your left side. Come up, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Up and over. Okay, now come to hands and knees. Wrist under your shoulders, hips under your knees. Imagine you could pull the mat apart with your hands. Fingers are wide, palms are rooting down. Make sure that almost like the arches of your hands aren't collapsing. Little bend in your elbows. Let's extend your right leg back, right? Toes are tucked under. Take an inhale, and then exhale. Extend your left leg, right? So you're in your plank. You can always lower your knees down, okay? Option to have the legs straight up. And you're just holding. Keep your gaze out in front of you. Reach back through your heels. Have a little tuck of your tail, okay? You don't want the hips up towards the ceiling. Long line, tailbone out through the crown of the head. Hold. And then lift your hips back, little down dog, soft bend in the knees. Okay, come back to your plank. Now from here, I want you to flex your right foot and lift it up off the mat a few inches. Point the foot, flex, set it back down. Lift the left, point, flex, set it down. Right, lift, point, flex, set it down. Left, point, flex, set it down. Right, down, left. Both feet down, hips back. Right, last one. Come forward. Right, rooting through the hands, rooting through the feet. As you inhale, just shift your shoulders beyond your wrist, and then exhale, shoulders back over your wrist. Right? So it's like you come to the tips of your toes, and then pull yourself back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Lift your hips up. Okay, now bend your knees, lower yourself all the way down onto the mat. Just lie all the way down. Forehead connects to the mat. Have your fingertips sort of right at your chest, maybe a little bit underneath your shoulders. And then think of sort of tucking your elbows right by your side. Okay, press the tops of your feet down. And as you inhale, just lift your chest a few inches up. And then exhale, lower down. Right, so as you lift your chest, I want you to press your pubic bone and your hip bones down, and then scrub the heels of your hands back towards your hips. Lower down, inhale, exhale. Now lift and hold. Can you lift the hands up off the mat and lift the feet up off the mat? Length through the back of the neck. And then lower down. Okay, now keep your hands down. Start to come up into your swan or your swan prep. Okay, so roll the shoulders down the back, glue the elbows by your waist. You're gonna lift up. Right arms don't have to go all the way straight. And then exhale, lower down, but reach out as you lower yourself back down. Inhale, lift, press the feet down, open up the chest, and then exhale. Think of setting your forehead further along the mat as you come down. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Abdominals are still wrapping around the spine, especially the low back here. And down. Okay, rest. Let's sit back into a child's pose. Walk your hands over to the left. Try to get your hips back over your heels. And then switch over to the right. Okay, come back to center for a moment. Take another round of breath. Easy exhale. Okay, now come to like a crouching position. Okay, your heels can be lifted. Let the head dangle, let the hands be down onto the mat. This tight little ball. Take a big inhale, try to fill the back of the body with air. And then as you exhale, set the heels down, straighten your legs, forward fold. Little bend in your knees. Take an inhale here. And then slowly roll yourself up. Head comes up last. Let's do one more. Okay, so inhale, just like we started. Exhale, chin to the chest. Down. Soft behind the knees. Inhale. Exhale, up. Head comes up last, roll the shoulders down.